So what is it, Barry?
This is the control orb. This is how they fly the castle.
That's great.
So what do they do to control it?
They touch it and they think about stuff, and then the castle goes where they tell it.
Milton, don't touch it. Don't
I
touch
touch
it.
it. I touch it. I gotta touch it.
It's 10 feet high, so
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna end up in Bloodenstone.
I don't know how high is your high jump though.
I got no jumps on me. I'm trying.
Yeah, so you see him jumping up and down trying to reach
No,
it.
somebody give me a boost up here. Any way to climb up there?
No, there's nothing
If
underneath
he
it.
touches it and the castle moves, they'll know we're here.
I gotta drive it. I got to do it. Oh, Melton's now looking at his backpack, see if there's anything he can use to get up there.
He's rifling through the haversack, throwing stuff out as he's going through.
I'm looking up at the ceiling.
Maybe that'll lift you up.
Grappling hook and rope to throw it in the ceiling where he can pull himself up.
Yeah, but you look at the ceiling, there's nothing to hook on, unfortunately. Just beautiful crystals up there.
I got to stick. Give me a hand. I need to check this thing out.
But
Just
he doesn't
because I
know how
want to see
use
how you're gonna get us down in the Underdark, I'm gonna give you a boost.
So you boost them up.
Sometimes you just want to see the world burn. This is one of those times. I want to see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
I touch it.
Nothing happens.
I touch it, and I think about doing barrel rolls.
Nothing happens.
I was like, "Give me higher, Stig."
This is as high as I can get you.
I think you have to be naked.
I
Zephyros is mostly naked when he...
Stig, you have to take your clothes off.
I have my clothes off. I'm a lizard folk.
Well, Stig's naked. We're good.
I think you have to boost Stig.
That's not going to work. Okay, I climbed down. Looking all defeated. I really, really wanted to take this thing for some barrel rolls.
You do know that the when you did touch the orb, though, that the castle, the base of the castle, is about almost a mile above the surface.
But it's in the swamp, right?
Right, it's over the swamp. Yep.
Maybe we could land it right in the middle of the swamp.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can jump up and touch it.
I'm gonna jump up and touch it and think of the Mirror of the Dead.
Sounds good. So you immediately jump up, touch it, think that, and then when you land, you know that you're about a mile above the swamp.
Maybe this one works differently than Zephyrus' castle.
It's about a 7-foot orb, so it's not like it's something you could pull out and take with you. Or stick it in your haversack. Because I know that was Melton's next question.
Melton just hears this tune in his head again.
Nice.
Here's an idea. What if we cast Dispel Magic on the orb and then just dash out of here?
Wow.
Well, we can't find the conch then.
Oh, we can
Yeah,
dig through the rubble.
What does that get us?
We got a big ant.
It would be fun.
If we survive the crash, I'm sure the giants will also.
Oh, we're
Well,
gonna
you're
ride
gonna
you out
turn
of here.
into a giant eagle and fly us out of here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Let's do it then. I'll vote with Stig.
No. Melton, you are a bad influence.
While these guys are screwing around, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go check the stairs and make sure nothing's
Yeah.
going on.
As you go over to the stairs, you hear what sounds like, you can hear kind of discussion. It's in Giant. If I remember correctly, I don't know if you speak Giant, but I don't.
I don't.
Yeah. So you kind of hear talk, but it sounds like Giant talk. I mean, you understand that. It sounds to be fairly far away. It doesn't sound like it's close. I mean, and you hear sounds of just general sort of chatter and whatnot, but it's pretty distant.
I'm gonna peek
Well-
through the branches and look over the edge.
Do we want to go down a level, see what's happening?
Sure.
Well, I guess you want me to go first again.
Yes, please.
Okay,
You
I
are
go.
the stealthiest.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
All right. So as you go down, this is a circular stairway that continues to circle down and around and around. And as you kind of come around to the edge there, kind of jumping from step to step, you see that it's a kind of a wrought iron staircase, if you can think of those circular staircases in movies, or maybe you have one in your house. I don't know. But anyways, so you continue down. You see that it opens up into what appears to be kind of a beautiful gallery. There's large, colorful rugs that decorate the floor, and the walls have little partitions that form niches. And there's all kinds of objects of art that have kind of been collected all over. You see there's like and there's a stuffed yellow silver dragon that's kind of suspended from chains from the ceiling. But there's lots of art objects and whatnot that fill the room. You see the stairs continues down from there and continues down to the next level. I'll get you on the new map here in just a second. I assume everybody else is following.
Yes.
Will be.
Yeah.
I'm going to close some of the upper maps so that way hopefully it doesn't lock you guys up too much. Actually, they're preloaded. It won't make a difference. Okay. So you're in that tiny little room there.
What's in this tiny little room?
Kind of what I described. A whole bunch of art pieces everywhere.
Tiny by whose standards?
Giant standards.
Oh, okay.
Giant art?
Yeah, giant art.
Are these windows like right here?
Yep, those are windows looking down.
There? Oh, so we're up high.
Yep.
Still.
Well, yeah, you're up high still. Relatively.
Well, there's a door here.
I mean, looking
This
out
is
the
a-
windows, they're 5 feet high or whatever. This is the same level as the grass outside, though.
This is a rug, not a swimming pool, right?
Yes, yes, it's a rug,
Darn
not a
it.
swimming pool. Awesome.
Do you see anything in the courtyard down
Yeah, so as you look out, you see that the chessboard is empty. There's nobody playing the chessboard now, and you don't see. Let's see, I'm just looking real quick to make sure that I'm not missing something. Yeah, otherwise the courtyard is empty, except for you see, obviously, chess pieces the size of you, and they're all in correct position now.
Can I
the
see
start of your game.
anything in that direction?
You do see a glass observatory, but unfortunately you can't see anything other than the large door that's there.
Yeah, I will open the door but I gotta go AFK for just a second.
Okay, no problem.
Grady opens the door and leaves.
Yeah, I'll wait until you guys are ready.
Would we be able to push this window open and jump down into the grass?
Sure. You could.
All right, I'm gonna unlock the window and then just open it up a crack so that if we do need to make a quick exit out that way, we have it pre-set up.
Okay, that sounds good. As you're kind of sitting there, you look out, you do see that and just because I have a description, so I'm going to read it to you. So the chess pieces are all human size and look like They're all in different decorative suits of armor, and their helms each differentiate them. So the kings and queens wear crowns. The knights have helms resembling griffin heads. Pawns, rooks, bishops, and have helmets that appear to be kind of like a. I'm trying to think of the name of it, where that's kind of. They have two pieces that come up towards the center, and they're sort of domed. I don't know what those are called, but you know what I'm talking about. The Chevalier helmet. So.
Now, looking at them, do they look like they're actual carved out of stone pieces, or do they look more like those Arakoa?
They look like suits of armor that are sitting there, like statues in armor.
Are they giant-sized statues?
Human-sized. So for you, Melton, yes, they're bigger than you. They're peeking out the window. They open the window for a quick escape in case you opening the door is an issue.
Okay, open the door.
Alrighty. So as you open the door, you find another hallway, which has a set of doors. You recognize one of the doors goes outside. The other one is immediately across the hall, and there's one to the north. There's a torch of continual flame about 15 feet above you. And you hear the discussion, sounds like it's coming from maybe down the hallway. Yeah, towards that door there.
Well, if it's giant, I know giant.
Yeah. So you do hear the discussion of giant, and you hear the voice of, it sounds like two giants. There's a female giant and what sounds like a younger male that are kind of talking in the room, and you can hear discussions of what sounds like talk about, you know, the dragon, trying to find the dragon's trove and the magical items, and I can't believe we haven't found it yet. And you hear the female say, well, if we continue to interrogate the dragon we have, we may find the location. And so kind of hear this kind of general banter back and forth or discussions. It sounds like it's right on the other side of that door.
I'll go listen behind this door, see if I hear anything.
You don't hear anything behind that door.
Earlier you said that I thought that the whatever screams or whatever we were hearing was from the observatory, right?
It was from that side of the tower. You're not sure if it was
Okay.
in that observatory or the holes that were way below, but it sounded like it was coming from that side.
Okay.
Yep.
Relania.
Yeah.
Whatever we were hearing, those groans and moans and screams was coming from this side. So if we do go down, we can take a look at, or see if we can find whatever it was.
Yeah, okay. We can, without opening that door, we can go out this window, or we can continue to explore in here.
The mountain, there's nothing else on the other side of that door. I think I said that, but I wasn't sure.
You did.
Okay, good. Just wanted to be sure.
I tell him I heard giant speaking. Sounds like two of them to the north.
And you do see that, you know, there's light through the cracks and whatnot on both sides of these doors, so it's not dark behind the doors. They're both lit.
Could you see through those cracks?
Interesting question. Yeah, probably could.
You want to go take a peek, Milton?
I'll go peek.
So, Melon, as you look underneath the door, you see that You see, it appears to be a large room. There's what looks like a couple chairs to the right side of the room, and you see one foot that's very nicely, ornately in a not a heel, but a very nice shoe. Definitely looks like a female giant foot, I guess I would say. Tough to see what the giant looks like because there's a table that's kind of blocking your view. But you see it sort of tapping back and forth. The skin is sort of a dark gray, much darker than your skin color. And you see it just sort of tapping it nonchalantly against the floor. And then you see another chair, and you see what looks like large boots, giant boots of some sort, but you can't tell what kind of giant skin color that giant has, sitting in a chair as well. And then there are what appears to be on the left wall. You can see a door all the way across the room, and you see another door with kind of some beautiful, looks like shelves that are sort of on the left, and you can get a smell of kind of like a hookah bar. You get that sort of smell kind of wafting underneath, and you can see what looks like a crackling of a fire in maybe one of the corners.
Okay, I'll go back and describe what I found to the party.
And you hear general discussion. They continue to talk about looking for the dragon magic, and they're talking about different areas around the realms that they've been and where they think it may be and stuff like that.
Wonder what they mean by dragon magic.
And you heard some discussion saying that, once they get that, then they probably can be at the top of the ordning because they think Anon will be happy with them having dragon magic, showing their true worth, that they're better than storm giants.
We haven't heard anything about dragon artifacts, have we?
No, I don't think so, right? Have you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, the dragon gave us an artifact.
You did.
Oh, so they're probably looking for what we got, huh?
Well, no, it just. My point just being that, that dragon did give us something. Cloth did, or Clouth.
Clouth, yep.
What did he give us?
He gave us that sword, gave William that sword.
Yep. A big, great sword. Yep, one of the 5 weapons of fate, I believe it was.
Okay, so what do we want to do?
Well, I think Barry and I want to go out into the courtyard and check out the greenhouse that we saw through the window. Or the, whatever it is.
Alright, I'm game.
Where's the greenhouse?
From looking out the window, it's almost right on the other side of this door that leads out.
Okay, I'll open the door and head on out.
Okay, so the door opens. You see a large green field here, and there is a room that's across the way with glass ceiling, as we see there. It's, you notice that the door has, in the frame, has kind of it's a mithril frame, and it's painted with stained glass that's there, and you do see a bunch of flowering plants and herbs that kind of grow all along inside, up on the windows. On the outside, there's nobody out there. Melton, you opening up the door? Is that what you're doing?
Well, sure.
All right. So Melton opens up the door, and as you do, you see again lots of plants that are kind of all over the place. They look to be very well attended. However, it doesn't seem to have a lot of purpose other than to grow a bunch of plants. So there's flowers and things, nothing that really bears fruit or would be for food.
Well, let's like drew it up.
I'll go in and be enamored by all the beauty,
All right.
all the flowery pretties.
Sounds good. You kind of take a look. You notice that several of these plants you recognize, but there's others that you don't. Probably from far off. Over marches or someplace off far east.
I'll just kind of continue to walk around aimlessly. I assume I don't see any big giants in here. It's just plants, or
Just plants.
no dragons,
No
or anything like
dragons,
that.
just beautiful plants. Gorgeous plants.
Okay, I'll just walk around the entire building or room and then come back out.
Okay. Sounds good. So you kind of walk around the entire room, take in all the plants, the beautiful plants, and then you come on out. Looks like, tended fairly recently, probably daily. They're very well trimmed and not wild or anything. They look really nice.
It is a room for keeping all manner of plants. Some of them I didn't recognize. They were from different areas of to places I haven't been, I would assume. It's all taken care of very nicely, very well. There was no sign of any dragon or anything in there.
Was there any giant plants in there?
No, they just kind of looked like plants that we find all over.
Do you think they would get mad if I threw this little flask in there and I hold up alchemist fire?
Well, we're still kind of sneaking around. That might give us away.
We could use it as a diversion.
A diversion for what? Or we don't really have a plan.
Well, we can make one up after we cause a diversion.
Can I see in this window?
Yeah.
I'll stealthily peek.
So as you kind of jump up and reach up and look, it appears to be a bedroom. The bedroom is empty, very nicely decorated. You do see that there's plants in here, or a plant in here, and you see drawings on the wall of what looks like other plants that are kind of drawn all over. You also see that there's some toys that are on the floor. Now, these aren't like normal toys that you would expect, but these are obviously large toys. There's a stuffed silk-skinned doll that's as big as you. You also see a chariot, which Melton and Barry probably could ride in, to be honest with you. You see there's a soft bed and a rug and some bookshelves and a chest, and there's some folded clothing on top of the chest itself.
We want to go in and look at the chest.
It seems to me from Stig's description, this is just some child's room.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like we're blocked off. We're forced to go through that center room.
The stairway, the wrought iron staircase does go down to the next level. So if you didn't want to go through, you could go down those stairs. The ones that you guys came down. Yeah, they continue down.
Is that what we want to do?
Well, we're kind of stuck. Milton said that the giants are on the other side of the door, and if whatever was being tortured wasn't in this greenhouse area, then it must be down below.
Maybe we could go up and let ourselves down in some of these other windows. Let a rope over the side and, tie it off and go down the window. Go down to where the windows are at.
Yeah, we could try that. We're kind of running low on rope, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't have any more rope.
I have 50 feet I'm carrying.
I think I got 50 feet. Let me look. I have actually 200 or 100 feet.
Can we tell how long of a rope we would need to hang down from
Yes.
the upper level?
Yep. So the doors are 27 feet high, so each level would be 30 feet. So each room is 30 feet high. So it would be 40, 50 feet. 40 feet, I guess, because the windows aren't on the ground. So 40 feet.
I said we go in the one of those two windows that's not near the courtyard. And take a peek in there.
Okay, let's do it.
Melton still has, we haven't been, I would assume we're not been into the tower for more than an hour, have we?
Getting pretty close, but not quite yet. But you guys have been sneaking around and looking and doing lots of stuff, lots of rituals and things. So close.
Okay, well, there's another potion to climb, and
Okay.
I got that too, so
All right.
if I got to.
Yep. So,
You guys could dangle me over, and I can take a look in all the windows, and we figure out which the best one we want to go through.
So as you look at these windows, you see how the windows are spaced. As you look up, you see one of the white birds is immediately above these. The Arakaws is immediately above where the windows are.
Well, at least we got something to tie off to then.
No, there's something about those. They emanate magic. There's something we need to be careful around those.
We could just confront the giants.
Yeah, we can go through that door, or we can go down those stairs to the next level down. I mean, Milton, you can speak giant, so if there's any way to communicate with them or help find out what they're looking for, and maybe tell them we can help them or trick them.
Well, they're looking for magic, or something the dragons have.
No, we could tell them. We could tell them that the dragons attacked the oracle in the temple of Nam, and tell them that blue dragon was looking for something there. See if that gets us anywhere.
I think it would get us dead, but okay.
Oh, let's go search the further down then.
All right.
You can go down the next steps.
Yes.
Alrighty. Melton, as you go down the stairs there, you see that it opens up into, let's see, about a 20 by 40 foot room that has a torch at the bottom. And you see two doors, one to the north and one to the west on the next level down. Sorry, map's loading. Just take a second. You hear loud snoring coming from the door to the west.
So I was telling the party, and go west or north. West has got giant snoring.
Can you see anything through the cracks?
Through the crack of the door to the north, there's some light, and you see a door. It looks like a hallway. Immediately across, there's another door. And then the door to the west has very muted light.
Melton, you can see in the dark.
Yep, I'll take a peek.
As you peek, you see what looks like wooden bedposts, and you see 2 beds in the view that you can see.
Melton says, I think we should go north.
North it is.
Open the door.
Alrighty, so Melton, you open up that door, and it opens up into a long hallway. And you see a torch, and the hallway continues to the west. There's a door to the east.
I'll listen behind that. Oops,
Yep,
okay.
go ahead. Nope, you're fine. As you do, you see the hallway continues, and there's 2 doors off to the far west. And the passageway goes. I think it actually goes down. I have to look at the other maps. But I can tell you in a minute. You were going to say next, I'm sorry. Yeah, that passageway, at the end of the passageway, it's steps going downward.
We'll listen to the door to the north.
Okay. You don't hear anything on the other side of that door. You get the smell of pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice. Hey, Barry, there's pumpkin spice here. And open the door.
As you open up the door, you see what appears to be a large kitchen that's here. The room is immediately empty. The fireplace is not burning. You do see discards of pumpkin kind of laying on the table and whatnot, pumpkin rinds. And you see utensils and things that are kind of hanging here as well. There's another door to the west.
All right. I guess I don't notice anything if I search the room.
You're right.
I'll listen behind that door.
You don't hear anything?
I'll look up under the crack. Do I see anything?
You see a storeroom.
Anything in the storeroom?
Just it looks like food, ingredients, things like that.
I'll do the north door again. Listen.
Alrighty. You don't hear anything in that room? Nope.
I'll look up under it. Do I see anything?
It's dark, but you see boxes and crates and stuff with your dark vision.
Open the door.
Another storeroom which is empty. See there's a door at the far end.
Listen to the south.
You don't hear anything there either.
Open the door.
You see a dark passageway, which at the end immediately turns to the left.